Welcome back, friends. Bootleg Toys Vietnam. It's a beautiful day in Saigon. Beautiful time to open some more crappy toys and let Crapfest 2020 continue. I've got a few different things for you today, and I think I'm going to open some stuff, so stick around and we'll open some crap. First and foremost, let's start small and then we'll go big, okay? So, first, there's this little happy guy. I know, it's another Lego minifigure. I'm from Houston, Texas. Anything space or rockets, I'm a Rockets fan. Anyway, this is the Lego minifigure Rocket Boy, which I assume was repackaged and booted out. I don't know. It could very well be a licensed minifigure that someone just opened and repackaged, but it was sold in a bootleg bag, so just about $1 for this fella. And I'll open him up and show you him and put him on the old Instagram. But there you go. There's a minifigure to start us off. Next was a big old bag of Gojira Kaiju. I cannot wait to go through this with you and we'll look at this together. But I do love bootleg Godzilla. I love Gojira in general, and we'll see what we got in this here. So stick around. Big bag of Godzilla. Here's something wonderful. I'm quite sick of Avengers Endgame crap, but here we are. It's still here. This was less than $2, and I'm always intrigued by the packaging here. So first of all, Huawan, which you might imagine is not Hasbro, but a Chinese version, Union Legend Avengers 4, the Titan Hero series. But clearly this is not a Titan Hero series figure. It's clearly not a Hot Toys figure. You've got the Avengers Endgame poster art on the back. Again, Union Legend. I don't know why that seems to be the subtitle for all the crappy Avengers bootleg toys on the streets. From China to Vietnam, and here we are. So I really picked it up because Rocket was just so miserable. The paint job on Rocket, you can see he's got the full black face, which you just can't do that. Can't be doing that. So Groot has got some Swamp Thing. It reminds me of that old green and brown Swamp Thing figure from back in the day. He's got his locked and loaded gear. It looks to be the angsty, looks like baby Groot here in the box art, but then he's, angry, angst-ridden, teenage pubescent Groot that we got in the films. So there you go. This was bad, and it was again less than $2 for a pretty decent package and what I'm sure is a garbage figure. I'll open this thing up too. Why the hell not? We're gonna open crap today per your requests. So these last two things are very wonderful and I love them so much. This again, you might recognize him, but the box, that's what got me. So anyway, that's why I do this, man, and why I make crappy videos about crappy toys on my crappy phone for you, because this sort of thing catches my eye and it makes me laugh, and I think it's charming because you just wouldn't see a toy that was labeled the Thor anywhere else but here. So bad paint job, pretty standard figure. It does kind of look like Chris Hemsworth for whatever reason. They're able to make him look like himself. It's the same deal, same package, same company. But that was it. I thought I got a kick out of that and thought you might too. So the Thor, that's $2 that I'll never get back, but here we are. And at some point I donate a lot of this stuff, so some kid will get a kick out of playing with Toxic, the Thor. The last thing that I have here that I do plan to open, so again, stick around. This is an awesome Transformer, and it drew me in because it seemed to be, first of all, a Blitzwing figure. So when I see that color scheme, I think of the G1 Blitzwing, right, with his buddy Astro Train, the triple changer, jet, tank, robot. I don't know if this is actually based on a Blitzwing mold. It's certainly not a G1 mold, right? But it could very well be that G2 Megatron tank or some Megatron triple changer that I'm not aware of. But Warrior Deform Nirvana, right? Smells like Teen Spirit. Tank mode, jet mode, fighter mode, as they call it, robot change. 3 deform forms, super deform, transformation, Justice League, all sorts of crazy crap on this card. We quickly collect Warrior Deform. Anyway, you get the idea. So this is a really wonderful, crappy bootleg Blitzwing, which we will take a look at here in a second. So there's the back of the card. Justice Warrior. How about that? All right, let's open a Transformer and look at some of these little tiny bootleg kaiju. Well, if you're curious, there he is in the bubble. You can see the undercarriage here and a couple different weapons that he comes with. So let's take a look. You can tell, as usual, it's super light, it's crappy. It's got this sort of shell on top that already seems to be not conducive to staying together. All right, but here anyway, if you want to see a closer look, you got the tank treads, you've got the barrel of the tank, right? You get the idea. Hopefully you don't have any of these rolling down those streets back home anytime soon. There he is from the top, but you can see right away. These bootleg toys are a lot more fun when you leave them in the package. As soon as they're opened up, you all know if you've seen my videos, they are pretty much crap. So let me try. I'm going to transform him. I'll show you the jet mode. Alright, so here's the jet mode. This was 100% no fun to transform. It didn't come with directions, and it is a crappy bootleg toy. So as usual, this was not much fun to transform, but a little loose in some spots where it shouldn't be, as expected, but still pretty cool, right? And it's got that sweet Blitzwing Astro Train color scheme. So what the hell, why not? I paid less than $3 for this thing. So you saw the tank and the jet. Let's look and see if I can do this in robot mode. Okay, this was no fun to transform, this monstrosity. His feet, his little feet don't go all the way flat in the front, so you can't actually stand him up. He has a hard time holding that gun, as you just saw, and he also has this appendage that you can adjust accordingly if that's your thing, right? The bad taste toy box, maybe. So anyway, there he is. There's the robot mode. Isn't this fun? Those of you that asked me to start opening stuff, this is why I don't open stuff. Most of the time, transforming things without instructions, or just as bad of quality this stuff is, it's just not much fun. But he looks pretty cool. He's alright. I couldn't tell if he was meant to be a cone head, or, you know, he's obviously got a Seeker style transformation that's going on, and he's got this particularly, this curmudgeonly orange face of his. But all in all, again, for $3, there you go, a triple changer. Why not? It looks like fun, and he has these giant tank tread legs. Maybe I'm missing something. I usually am. But there he is. How about that? So let's look at some kaiju. By the way, before we look at Gojira, this was 100% bootleg. The legs actually don't hinge. Normally you'd have the hinge and the moving piece on the legs, and it's almost as if maybe this guy made his flag by hand. And more importantly, his little rocket ship that he's supposed to fit inside of, he doesn't go all the way in there, so you can't snap it in. So he's about what I paid for, $1 for a little crappy thing that I'm going to show to you and probably never use again. But there it is. Alright, so he's got a little rocket ship, and that was an incredible waste. But look at that, you get to see it. So let's look at these kaiju. How about that? So I saw these hanging from one of the trees where I normally see minifigures or these small rubber or plastic figures. So we'll take a look and open it up and see which kaiju we've got in store. So just awful sound. Here's a bunch of kaiju. So let's go through these together, shall we? First of all, here's Gigan. You can see him right away. So there's a Gigan figure. Gigan. I've always called him Gigan. I do like kaiju in the old kaiju movies. If you've never watched Up From the Depths, that's the best Godzilla YouTube channel. I would recommend that. Here's Mecha Godzilla. He's the coolest, right? So Gigan, Mecha Godzilla in the mix. Who else? It looks like we just have like an old school green. Whenever I see those eyeballs, I think of the Shin Godzilla, right? So there's probably like different stages of Shin Godzilla that we're going to see, but it looks to be just a green Godzilla, or maybe it's Denver the dinosaur. I don't know. Then you've got this fella here with the all blue, like the atomic breath, perhaps, or maybe more. Sometimes when I see the big protrusion, it's not Space Godzilla because he's got the big giant quartz-looking things on his back, but you've got like maybe atomic breath, or frozen, or he's in the water. I don't know. Likewise, no, I guess this would be the burning Godzilla, the atomic breath burning Godzilla, the villain. Yeah. So there's a red one and a blue one. Who else do we got here? This looks like a standard Godzilla. Gojira. This looks to be like my Godzilla. maybe 85, 86, 84, or no, 84 in Japan, 85 in the US. And then you've got this creepy crawler guy. He looks like he's got like a Godzilla 1998, like the 98 Godzilla, but this couldn't be. This must be another creature that I'm not familiar with, or one of the kaiju that he destroys. But the cut of his jib here, his jaw, and his character design looks to be closer to the 98 US Godzilla, but he's got kind of spindly arms. So I don't know who that is. You can help me with that. And then it looks like just more Godzilla. So here's, I got red, blue, the white translucent Godzilla, so maybe different levels, different power levels. Two more left here. Who do we got? Oh, look, an orange one. So orange, blue, red, white, multiple translucent globs of Godzilla, different stages of the atomic breath, and then Angirasu, right? Angirasu, Angyrosaurus, which is like an ankylosaurus, one of the original villains. I think it's Angirasu. Angirasu. He looks, if he had wings, he would probably be, his face kind of looks like Rodan, but he's clearly the Ankylosaurus. So anyway, that's another waste of money, but I'll take it. I think for Angirasu, Mecha Godzilla, Gigan, and then I would say, oh, I don't know, maybe the orange atomic Godzilla, like, all right, whatever. Someone will be happy with these. I'll pass them along. So there you go. How about that? A whole mess of kaiju. And that's all I got for you today, so I hope that you enjoyed watching this. And by all means, more crappy toys are available to you on the streets, and you can watch more crappy vids on my channel. So by all means, tell your friends, like, subscribe, share. Bootleg Toys on Reddit, Bootleg Toys Vietnam on Instagram. Let's have some fun. You remember the Thor. So be safe, be healthy, all that stuff. See you soon. Peace.